Ho, 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 the Rock Auto U.S. Postal Service guy has been here today. First delivery for this 64 project truck. Sounds like heavy. Yep, sounds like springs to me. Sweet. I'm gonna get this bed off. Well, first I gotta get the transmission out. I was fighting that cross member yesterday. In one place they welded I can't get to. I'm just gonna have to keep beating, banging, cutting, get that trans out of there. Maybe I'll get the bed off tonight. If not, we'll do it tomorrow. Of course, you know, everything's got to fight. Hey, if you can't unbolt it, cut it off. Let's see. Let's see what the Postal Service brought us today. I'm going to say it's springs. Oh, more than just springs. We have springs and motor mounts. Woo! Even though we don't need a motor mount yet. Two motor mounts. 682 left and right. Packing slip. The rest of the stuff should be here. Oil springs. I don't remember if they're, these got to be the fronts because the box is too narrow to be the back because the back ones are really wide. So let's take a look. Yeah, my friends at Rock Auto always have what I need. Oh yeah, look at that. Brand new coil springs for the front. Stock height. Wow, looking at them compared to a truck compared to a car, these look awfully short. But then again, find out. Transmission is out. It took some finagling since they had everything welded in crooked up here, and I don't know. No words, just no words when people do stuff anymore. No words at all. That transmission just barely squeaks out of that. That definitely isn't for the faint of heart, getting that thing out. So, it's out. I'm gonna pull these motor mounts out. I'm gonna undo those brake cables. Cut that exhaust. Exhaust is going since we're gonna do a V8 with dual exhaust. Thought about, well, I'm supposed to get headers for this thing. That doesn't work out. Maybe I'll do single 3-inch. That does sound good. I did some small blocks with single 3-inch. Actually, it's really throaty sounding with the right muffler on it. But yeah, everything's a big question. Why do people do things like they do? But I just had to sneak the converter out of there. The fluid smells. Now it's the question of, hey, do I put an overdrive 700R in this truck and get some mileage out of it? Be perfect with the little small block, and the 370 gears I think would work pretty good. So that cracks me up. You want to lower something, but the other one's in here tight. Something's not right. Oh wow. Okay, back to work. Good evening and welcome back to Anything Goes Garage. We're a little bit busy today, though I'm hobbling around on my sprained ankle. What breaks in between? It is what it is. I managed to get some stuff done on a 64, a couple little projects here and there, broken starters in a Chevelle, lawnmower broken, fixed that, fixed the Chevelle. Done a few brewskis, relax for a little while, keep my foot elevated. I'm feeling okay now. Still small and I can't get my foot in a boot, but enough about me. It's time to show you what I got done on a 64. Got a lot done. I just got the hood off by myself. Gee, I'm not 15 anymore. I used to take these things off by myself, and yeah, they're no fun, especially when there's a ton of stuff around. But here it is. So okay, so got the hood hinges off. I'm working on I'm going to unbolt the front end. I got the bumper off. There's only maybe 3 bolts holding it on. Taking the nose off now. I think I'm just going to take the nose off in one piece. The cowling's coming off. The caps are coming off. I got to get to the bolts back here. And the fun part is where are those bolts that hold the radiator support up. Yeah, they're down here in the dirt somewhere. I'll figure it out. If not, maybe I can get through them with a long extension through here. They're in there somewhere. Who knows? But yeah, so we're moving along really well, and just a little bit at a time since I'm gimping around. So we'll get this thing apart, and tomorrow I may work on the 283. We'll see. Holy moly! Whoa! There we go. That only took 10 minutes. I didn't want to bore you with that. And I know I beat the living crap out of the inside of that rim too. That rim may be no good. Oh my. Whew. Alright, that makes... I'm sure these drums are going to be a real pain in the ass. We'll give these a little love tap with the BFH. I knocked all the wheel weights off. I hit it so hard. Behind that. I hope this thing has all good brakes on it, but I doubt it. Oh, this is going to be a load of fun. Oh boy. Not good. Alright. Pop goes the cowling, hopefully. This thing ain't been off ever, I don't think. So the original screws in it. I forget how these things came off now. It's been so long. Rubber seals hold. There we go. Man, it's probably been 30 years since I've done one of these. Well, maybe not. I lied. 15 or so. Pull it on, but not take it off, because they're already off. Still got your rubber pieces in here. We'll buy new ones of these. That don't look bad in there. We'll oil all this up, paint it all nice in here, maybe undercoat it. So far, no critter's nest. Got some old cowling lace. Take care of that. Alright, so in order to get these cowling bolts out, I can't get the doors open wide enough, so we're going to push this back. So I can get, that might be far enough. All I got to do is get the bolts from behind the door off. I get the door open to get to the bolts in here, so let's see what we can do. Might not be far enough back. I don't know. Definitely these are going to be fun. Because they look pretty rusty. I think I can get to them without pushing the truck outside. Oh boy. Calls for a little bit of PB Blaster. Or Blaster, or whatever you want to call it. Same thing. PB Blaster, good stuff. Good stuff. Forward to that. Work that bolt back and forth. I get a feeling this one's going to break off. Yeesh. I don't like this. It'd take a miracle if this don't break off, which I've had them break off before. We'll be drawing them out. A little more spritzies. Take that in. Looks like I'm going to be doing some seam seal work too. Wow. Uh-oh. Yep. Let's go the other way. The old Master Blaster. Now, there should be one more in here. Somewhere down below. Here it is. down the fender, but otherwise, yeah, the water runs down the cowling, or down the pillar. Usually it lands right in that, so gotta remember to get our shims out of there. Well, there's some water for the floor. Phew, it's not bad in here. Usually I've seen them pretty rusted out. And the bolts and the, ooh, more bolts. Let's get these little spritz, let them soak up while we're here. But yeah, that's definitely gonna be that would definitely rot the floor out eventually. Alright, in order to get to these are gonna come off anyway. Oh, please don't break. Dang it. Break. I already broke one, so little blaster, run her back down. Stubborn. Oh boy. Lots of rust. Uh-oh. Boy, these are all... I can guarantee you this one's going to break off. Huh? Well, yeah, we're not out of the woods yet, so. On to the big boy. I'm done playing this game. I hope they don't break off when I do this. Cheap way out, but this is how stuff gets broke, so I'm going to take a chance. Would help if I put 1/2 inch in the thing. And let's see, where is me 1/2 inch? Ow. Come on. It's stuck in a socket. There we go. Woo, didn't break. Guess we got lucky. Don't like using the big boy for that because you know what happens. They break off. So look at that. We're good. I guess we'll put these away someplace and safe. Throw the bolts here. I got a big bucket started. Be like a jigsaw puzzle. Okay. Front core support mounts did not break off. We're good. The fenders aren't bolted. Well, they didn't come together that good because these always rot out really bad. Let me get a flashlight here if I could find one. It's a little hard to see unless I show you. Here's the main thing, and this thing's got some filler in it. I got another set of fenders for it, but seeing some duct tape in there. But anyway, when you loosen up this big 9/16, it usually tears the inner fender out. It never comes out. There's another piece here that actually has 3 screws. Good luck getting them off. If you ever find them, I'm gonna have to do some repair work there and some there. Same thing here, broke, dislocated itself from the fender support. It's where all the dirt lays over the years, all the salt and crap. Somebody's obviously put some bubble gum up in there. This truck is actually in really good shape. It's been undercoated all its life. I think I see it. Is that a crack? No, it's just a seam. But no, that's easy fix right there. I can box that. This is really nice. I'll get new mounts. I'm gonna pull the cab. That's a whole nother day when I'm feeling better. That's gonna require a forklift and maybe a couple of friends and some beers. You gotta remember to do from the inside of the wheel well is a big washer on the other side. Is that one, and it's got rubber washers on it, both sides. And I also have to undo this linkage. And there is a piece of sheet metal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bolts. It just kind of covers that up. It's got some rubber pieces, and then you can get all that pulled out. Got to remember to pull, before you pull the cab, to pull the Z-brake cable. But we'll get to that. As of right now, the front end is ready to come off except for that linkage, and then we're good. So I'm probably going to call it quits for tonight. It's getting late. Well, to you not late, but the old ankle's starting to really bother me, and I'm gonna go in and relax for a while. So maybe tomorrow we'll get back on this. I got a little running around to do, and we'll go from there. So see you tomorrow. Okay, we're back today, Project 64. We're gonna take out this poor old aluminum and dent it up. Custom cab grill, it's a shame. Maybe I'll get a better one. It'll have to be painted unless I can find another aluminum one, but we're not buying new ones because they ain't cheap. So I got most of the bolts out already. I got 2 to go, and we're gonna get this nose off today at some point, probably later on today. I got some help coming over, move some stuff. I'm still gimping around, so I have to be careful. So here we go. Oh boy, there we go. And somebody's had this grill out because there was no undercoating, I'm sorry, overcoating on the bolts at all. So you could tell there was a wrench on it at one point. There's a good chance this was possibly a painted grill, and somebody put this in, or it could have been just a replacement. So we'll pop all the, we got some grounds and some wiring to take care of here. Pop these off. I got a couple of 5/16 ground lugs, and let me get a socket for that. Actually, a nut driver would probably work well. 5/16. This way we'll keep the harness with the front end of the truck, and we can just put this away for now. You can always put it back in for now until I find a decent grill. I am tomorrow going out to go get the other 3 parts trucks. Well, I wouldn't call them all parts trucks, but they're 2 are actually decent. 60, I think they're either 65, 6s, not sure until I see the titles. But they could be good trucks. And the 62, basically parts, really not that good because it's torsion bar suspension. And I don't think anything really on that's any good to me, except for maybe the wheels had some old chrome slots on it that I want to put on here, refurbish those. But we shall see. Oh man, it's another hot one out here. Didn't know there was no AC in the shop. My circulation fan went bad. So, like when I was a kid, I didn't have AC, so DWI, deal with it. That's how I do it. Okay, so we're outside now. Setup I've already kind of started on. Got my plasma cutter out here from Harbor Freight. This is the titanium model. I love this thing. Love it. Always get the warranty with it, even though I haven't had a problem with it yet. Thank God, knock on wood. So I ended up cutting all the bed mounting hardware bolts out. I'm gonna save the offset washers, and I started cutting this Ford bumper and its homemade mounts off. It's bolted and welded on the inside, so I got my little fire extinguisher here. I'm gonna save these because we're gonna need them again. This one I think is, there it goes. I'm gonna pull the wood out of here. I'll throw that in the bonfire pit, and I'll get this thing strapped up, and I'll use the forklift and get it pulled apart. And we're getting there. It's almost pulled apart. The cab's close. but I got to get inside and somebody's got to hold the ratchet because the body bolts mount should come off. Hopefully there's, I think I'm gonna have to pull the gas tank. That or the seat. I think it's a gas tank. But so we got a few things out and we're gonna get this thing apart.
Pretty ingenious though, worked good. But no, I'm gonna put a regular step bumper or maybe one of this style bumpers on it, but on a Ford. We'll see.
There we go. Bumper mounts are off the frame. Yeah, that sound you hear over there is my airplane fan. Keeps me cool. No air in the shop, and it's 90 in there. My circulating fan in there doesn't work. It needs a motor. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to jig this thing up, get the forklift. When my buddy comes over, we'll get this pulled off of here. Got ourselves a couple of nice burns. I probably should have had gloves on, but yep. Bite your lip and keep on keeping on. Just flash. Ready? It might be a bolt stuck in a hole somewhere. Hold on. Just you're gonna have to go over the wheel, me too. So 1, 2. Ah, fuck no, they ain't going over the wheel. On. Yeah, grab it back here on the lower section. Just somebody, okay, do something. We'll set it down. Or you want to keep going?
Keep going.
Keep going.
You tell me. Okay.
I gotta go. Set it down, set it down. My fucking ankle's killing me. Woo!
His testicles are
Oh!
blue.
And I gotta be careful, my ankle's freaking messed up. I'll be bleeping that fuck out of the, oops, again.
Should've just kept fucking going.
They had mud flaps under it, then they had a plug.
Because now that I stopped, my arms are burning.
Yeah.
I really don't feel like doing it again.
They had a camper in here and they had a plug here. Look at the hole near your leg on the outside. They had marker lights in there and they put duct tape behind it and put Bondo over it because there's one here. I stuck my finger through it. I'm like, wow, what a bunch of hacks. That's why the tie down's on the side. It's probably why the bed lived as long as it did. This should be easy just to scooch over there or lift it. Oh, it's still gonna want to flop. Still might want to flop.
Real fucking light too.
It is. I got all the other wood out of it.
Now it's light on this end.
All right. Woo! Holy moly! Thank you. All right, 3 more beds to move. The other ones have steel plates in the bottom of them.
Why is this bed so heavy?
I don't know.
Because it was when they used to make trucks.
Yeah.
We take trucks off of, or beds off of new trucks with 2-3 people, no problem. Like,
The bed, none of the bolts were even loose holding it down, or tight holding it down, going on down the road and watching the bed move around. I'm like, oh boy. All right, welcome back. Been away for a little bit. Back to work, of course. Ankle's feeling better, and I just been kind of working on some projects. The police car, ran into some snafus with that, with a bad tank full of varnish. I had to send that out to get it cleaned. Then I took a break for a little bit because I'm getting burned out on these trucks. But got today off, the weekend of Labor Day, and we were going to pull this cab this morning, the 64 Project 64 cab with the forklift, some fork extensions. We're going to do some sketchy stuff. We'll see. Here we are. No bed, Fred. Nice candidate for a little power washing and some blasting. And this thing will look good for prime and paint. Just got to get this cab off. I got to gut the cab, so I lighten it up. Got the nose off. Yep. Thanks to a little help from my friends. We're good. Back just a hair. Come on. We're stuck on them. This is not going well. To go up. I can't get it off the steering box. The spline is come on. Okay, come on now. He's stuck on it. Again. We're still caught on something. I'm gonna say, oh, no, that ain't it. Strap's caught on something. Well, the cab's caught on. I'm trying to figure out here. No, it's not. It's just heavy on this corner. All the controls. Get working on this frame. It's blasted. get working on this frame. Okay, here we go. We're apart. I'm gonna take a. Am I gonna put this up on jack stands? I take all the wheels off, put off to the side, and we will get blasting on this because I want to get this painted today or tomorrow, and take care of the take advantage of the beautiful weather we got. I might power wash it first. It ain't that bad, so actually up in the ball joints, yeah, I'll power wash the front, get some of the grease off, and the rest looks pretty good. It's just scale. I might pop these shocks off. I'll do the springs later, but that came off nice. I was surprised. Usually the mounts are in good shape. I also noticed that 64 only has 2 rear mounts. 65 and 6 has an inner and an outer in the back. There's the one over there I took apart. Had a bunch of mounts underneath the back, so we'll swap out that steering box. I might take that off now because I'm going to put power steering in this, and I got to box that. I think I should before that thing was flexing when you spun the wheel. I don't. They cut it out for the radiator, so. All right, so I'll get this thing prepped for blasting. Good boy. Different size lug nuts. Yay. I'm going to use 2 different size lug nuts. How about that? No way. Whoa. Careful with that. Little teeter-totter going on here. Cross members a little bit heavy. Go. New ring. I am not going to take that one off till I get the fronts off. These are going to be stuck like nobody's business. Oh, there goes that one. Oh, too high. There we go. Down a little bit. Right. Put the front, slip this down. Off over here. Got some special sauce degreaser here. We'll soak this for a bit. We'll power wash it. See how it comes out. As it dries it up a little bit, gets rid of some of it, I can blast it with my sodium bicarbonate or soda blaster. It might come up actually halfway decent. This is straight, so I'm gonna really soak this cross member. This cross member is probably going to go away. It's the factory one that had the mounts right there, but they already hacked it up. So I'll probably make it go away and put something else there a little neater with bolted in. Yep. Beautiful day out here. Low 80s. Really, really nice. Can't ask for better weather for this Labor Day weekend. We need rain. We really need rain. I gotta change these springs once this is painted. They're all cut and mangled because somebody wanted to lower it. Steering box, I'll clean that even though I'm not using it, but somebody needs it. You never know. Mostly everybody does power steering, so I'm going that way too. This old man's tired of yanking on them wheels in the parking lots, trying to get my spot. Got spoiled. Alright, I think that's good. The back of it's just dry. Let that soak a few minutes. And we'll be good. So there we are. I'll just let this thing dry out. Maybe I'll blow it off with the blowgun or something. That might loosen some of that. It doesn't take that heavy chassis grease off. I'll have to pick at that and scratch at it with screwdrivers, picks, and whatnot. There's still some stuff in here, but that stuff's like a rock. So I'll be a little busy scraping this. Not too bad. Some of the stuff's going to disappear off of here. I may just cut this off now. I don't know. Or at least cut the top rivets. I can get to the bottom ones when it's on the lift. Or just cut it here, I don't know. We'll figure that out. I don't want to take too much structure out of it while it's not. Doesn't have an engine in it or a cab on it. You know, nothing will happen to tweak or something. Nothing will line up. I don't want to take that chance. Just like putting rockers and floors in a cab. That ain't bolted to anything. Because that's what it does. It'll go in different directions and the doors won't close. Nothing lines up. So you got to be careful how you go about doing certain things. And cutting this out was one of them. So, all right. Okay, so I didn't film the blasting of this. It would just been too monotonous, dirty. Nah, you can guys be bored out of your mind. So I got red rusting metal primer on this thing after I got it cleaned off, and I got a quart. I should have got 2 quarts. I still had to finish the rear And then I got to put it on the forks, jack it up, and do the underside. So probably half a quart short. But yeah, so I guess tomorrow we'll continue on with this, and then we'll get the satin black paint on the chassis, let it harden up in the sun, and we can start doing some assembly. Put the I'm gonna go clean up the power steering pump or steering box, and then we can get that mounted on there, and yeah, do something with the wheels on that 62 steel slots. We'll clean them up, blast them when this is out of the way. We'll get them mounted on here. I think this will look better with slots than steelies. So okay, here we are. We're all primed up now. Finished it up this morning. Majority of it, there might be a couple missed spots, but it's just to help the paint bind a little better, cover some rust. So I think we're ready for black paint. We're gonna mix them up and get to spraying. Okay, here we are, all painted up. Got some touching up to do. Once I get on the lift, I'll find more stuff, but I was doing my best with the sun in my eyes and all that. You know, when you get different lights in the area, it will show up as unpainted. I didn't paint the springs or the shocks because they're getting replaced anyway. Right now I just bolted on the power steering with that little kit from I got it touched up, but kit from Brothers, to put power steering on these trucks 60 to 66. The only thing I have to do is pull this off and grind an angle on that because it's kind of in the way. I gotta take the box off again anyway, and there's a bolt on the bottom. I need a fine thread 1 1/4 inch bolt. I have to go to the hardware store and pick one up. I don't have any fine thread 7/16 stuff here, so just coarse thread. So don't look too bad. It's still curing. It's a little soft yet, and of course I can't wait to do stuff. So I think, I don't know if it's gonna rain or not. I don't want to throw a cover on this thing. I gotta figure something out. Maybe I'll throw some wheels on it and shove it in the shop. I think that's what I might do. And let it cure in there, if it, just in case it rains. So we'll see. Maybe I'll got a set of slots over here. They're kind of rusty, but I might just DA them down and paint them silver and clear coat them. I got 4 of them. Just got to get tires. I kind of like them over steel wheels. I don't know. What you think? We'll see. I'll put them on. But yeah, I got to do brakes on this yet and everything, so we'll do some more stuff to it.